Welcome back. We are on another camping adventure, but I don't think we're roughing it tonight. So we're pulling up here to the state park. We got these little cabins over here. That's the one I'm in right there. There's a little bit of the water. Alright, let's go see if we can't get into this and check out the cabin, and then we'll come get our stuff. Nice little shade, little barbecue grill, a little fire pit. I don't know if we're going to use the fire pit tonight. Some picnic tables. Nice little tiny little cabin. Look at this little. Here we are. Turn some lights on here. Look at this. Look at that little loft up there. Couple bunk beds. Little heater. That's pretty cool. Let's climb up and see what's in the loft. Oh, yeah, look at that. Got ourselves a kitchen. Fridge, freezer. Little fridge, freezer, microwave, toaster, little oven, sink. Master bedroom. Little closet over here. What up? That's pretty cool. Oh, and we missed. We got the bathroom in here with a really loud fan with a shower. This is about 2 hours away from my home, and I have an appointment that's really close to this area tomorrow morning. So instead of driving 2 hours super early in the morning with some potential thunderstorms that are going to roll through, I decided to just come on out tonight and rent this cabin at Tuttle Creek State Park. So we're going to set up shop and hang out here for the night and then go from there. And I don't know if you could tell when we walked in, but when we walk out to get our stuff, you'll be able to tell the wind is blowing pretty good right now. So I don't know if we'll even go out and start a fire. So we'll probably just utilize the stuff that's in here, cook us a little bit of dinner tonight, and then kind of chill out. But get excellent cell service here, so we fire up the hotspot, watch a movie, and I brought a couple books with me just because I've been trying to read them for about the last 2 months and haven't found the time. So I think that we'll head out and get some stuff out of the truck, bring it in here, get it set up, and then kind of hang out. Maybe we'll go explore the area a little bit. Since we're not setting up the truck to camp in, we can drive around the area and take a little look-see. So. Yeah, it's pretty nice though. I mean, it's nothing huge, but for a quick getaway, nice fire pit. Of course, with the normal state park trash and cigarette butts, but man, look at that. That wind is whipping. Barbecue grill. Whew. And I'm guessing that this is the river over here. That body of water is actually the river, because as you can see back there, you can't really see it on the GoPro, but back there is the dam to the lake, and holy moly, I'm gonna lose my hat. Crazy. There's a storm a brewing. So I think we're just gonna start hauling some stuff in. Oh, lost the paper. Paper down, paper down, paper down. The problem with this is I'm just used to jumping in the back of the truck and being done. Now I gotta haul everything into this little cabin for a night. It'll be nice. The wind's not supposed to die down at all, and it's supposed to be just as windy tomorrow, so. Oh my gosh, that wind is terrible. That wind is blowing, my friends. Boy, nice to be out of that wind for a little bit. Terrible. Little pamphlet on the cabin, in the state park, maps. Pretty cool. I think I'm gonna get some stuff organized here for a little bit, but before we do that, it's been a long day, and I think the first thing we're gonna do is, that's right. So we're gonna start with a Omission Ultimate Golden Ale. I'd like to go for a walk and explore the park, but the reality is the wind's blowing so much that there's no way that I'm gonna be able to get good audio. So, I mean, and it was known when I left today, and actually tomorrow's supposed to be the same, that 25, 30 mile an hour winds. So, worst case scenario, we're just gonna pull up the YouTube or read a book until it's ready, time to eat dinner. It's like 5:30 right now, so it's still a little early for me for dinner. Do the standard old weather check. Right now it's 67 degrees with a feels like of 63 degrees, and we are in a wind advisory until 7 p.m. 25 to 35 mile an hour sustained winds with gusts of 45 to 50 through Friday morning. So that's where we're at. So going outside and filming or starting a fire is probably not a great idea for tonight, but that's okay. Benefit of having the cabin here is that for what we're gonna have for dinner, we can use the little stove that's over there. I believe somewhere in here they have, like, it comes stocked with dishes and everything. You just, you know, the rule is you gotta clean anything that you take out, which means that it should have some pots and pans up there. So that's all we're gonna need. Little cutting board, which is kind of cool. Little under the sink, nothing special there. Standard silverware. Nothing. Looks like some instruction manuals. We got the Holy Bible. Coffee pot, but I didn't bring coffee or any coffee filters or anything like that because I mean, where my appointment is in the morning is a pretty populated area. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that tomorrow morning I'll probably have some yogurt or something before I leave here, or I can run out and grab the jet boil and make a cup of coffee depending on how early I get up. If not, we'll just run through a drive-through of Starbucks or something and grab ourselves some coffee in the morning. So I didn't bring my books in, so I'm gonna run out and grab my books. A couple books. I took these, the real Mrs. K got me these books when we went to Florida for a day on the beach. But I got CJ Box Off the Grid and Long Shadows by David Bluetti. I won't get through both of them tonight, but I'll probably start one of them. I got lost in starting to read this book. I didn't realize that this is the continuation of the story of a Wyoming game warden called Joe Pickett, and I've been reading this series for a couple of years, so it was a pleasant surprise to see that. I'm going to change up what I'm going to have for dinner because I'm really not that hungry, so I was going to make walking tacos. Instead, I brought some stuff for lunch, so I'm just going to make me a sandwich real quick. I like my Spam crispy. And I just have some spicy brown mustard to go on top of it. So I originally was going to do the Spam for lunch because I could easily cook it from a jet boil. I am surprisingly tired. I don't know if it was reading that did it or working all day and then driving 2 hours to get out here. For some reason, I'm more tired than I usually am. Not drinking enough. Maybe that's the problem. Spam sandwiches, man. Kind of like a sore pecker. Can't beat that. Alright, I'm gonna we'll go outside real quick and see if we can catch a wind gust or two. Look at this. I don't know how much you'd be able to pick up, but you can't see anything, that's for sure. It's blowing enough that it would have the truck moving back and forth. Alright, well, I'm gonna try to figure out where the light's best. I'm gonna get the dishes done, get everything cleaned up that I dirtied in the cabin, but then I'll probably go through and just organize stuff and pick some stuff up so that I don't have to get up way too early tomorrow. And then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna keep reading that book because now I'm hooked into it and I'm gonna have a hard time putting it down. So I'll say goodnight before I turn the lights off, and then see you guys in the morning. Morning. getting ready to head out. Sun's coming up over there. I'm sure that that's an extremely bright angle. Didn't really show you much of the site area yesterday because it was so windy and we were tired. Pretty clear. Should have brought a fishing pole. A few geese out there. There's a whole bunch of geese out there somewhere. That must be over there on that island or whatever it is, but they loud. Yeah. A horrible sunshot view. And back up towards the truck in the cabin. Let's hop in the truck and head into town. There's one of the campgrounds that's here. It's got a lot of people in that one. Like I said, the weather is turning and it's getting nice out, so in this weekend specifically it's getting nice out. It's already 63 degrees. It's almost 8 o'clock. There's a look down into the spillway from the dam. Yesterday when I came, there was, I don't know, 4 or 5 different vehicles sitting along there fishing. Alright, so I'm gonna put the camera down and focus on driving now that I'm getting out of the park and into the big traffic. So I will see you guys when we get breakfast and head back to the cabin. Alright, just wrapped up the appointment, so heading back to the cabin, and then I think I have a little bit of work that I have to get done. But I stopped and got myself some Mickey D's for breakfast, sausage, egg, McMuffin, and a hash brown with a large coffee. So we're up on top of the dam. That's the Tuttle Creek Lake. Big lake. Right down there, that's the campsite that we left from this morning. Nice views from up here. Some Canadian goosers. It's like Motel 6. We'll leave the light on for you. Ooh, we got it, man. Everything's still here? Yeah. Alright, so I gotta do a little bit of work, and actual work, pay the bill kind of work, not camping, filming work. And then do a little bit of sightseeing, so stick around because you're not gonna wanna miss that. Alright, finished up our work, did what we needed to do. Actually read a couple more chapters of the book I started last night, but it is a beautiful day. I'm in shorts. I think it's about 70 degrees right now, but we're gonna hop in the truck. We have about a 2.5 hour drive further into western Kansas. So it'll probably be, I don't know, 2 o'clock, 2:30. When we get there, it's plenty of time to do some exploring. The place that we're heading to seems like it's a pretty cool little attraction, sights to see. So we'll see when we get there. Whew, windy. It is windy. Man, I gotta turn the hat backwards. All right, I'm back at Pawnee Rock. So I was here the other day and I filmed, but the wind was going about 35 miles an hour. So crazy, didn't get a lot of good audio. So I was passing through the area today, so I thought I would stop by, reshoot the video, and then add it to the video from yesterday versus use crappy audio. You can see forever. Rock changed very little for 10,000 years. The hill was grass covered with 50-foot high face on the southeast side in front of you. Wind, water, and vegetation slowly eroded the stone, but Pawnee Rock has changed. The top of Pawnee Rock once was as high as the observation platform on top of the stone shelter behind you. So that stone shelter back there. In the late 1800s, the site was quarried for building materials. People have enjoyed the vistas from Pawnee Rock for thousands of years. Only recently have we left our mark. Hundreds of people have carved their names into the sandstone. So some of the carvings are historic and back from the Santa Fe Trail days. So that's how tall it used to be. That's a lot of quarrying. I think there's a little grave marker down here, and we'll walk around and look at the Pawnee stone from, or Pawnee Rock from the bottom side to see that perspective. So a little marker, gravestone. It's Private Carson, Company G, 1st Regiment, Missouri Mountain Infantry during the Mexican War, 1826 to 1845. And the plaque at the bottom says, Private Carson died of some unknown illness at this point on July 13th, 1846, and was buried nearby on the following day. You can see people have left some change by the marker. A better view of Pawnee Rock, and to think that it was 20 feet taller. Somebody carved in 1877, so 1938 carving, 1910, another 1877 over there. That's pretty cool. I guess remember that when you see graffiti, because 200 years in the future, people are going to come by and be like, hey, that's pretty cool. That's from a long time ago. There's a plaque that's put in there, says Santa Fe Trail, 1822 to 1872. Pawnee Rock, situated on the route of the Santa Fe Trail, frequently was used as a camping ground and lookout for protection from the Indians by brave men and women who traveled over the trail. Pretty cool. To give a little bit of perspective, this rock is freaking huge. Huge, huge, huge rock. That's a big one. I think we'll just climb up this face right here. Oh, more carvings. A lot of 1900s. Not seeing any real old one. Murphy. Les. There's one from 1911. 1906. Raymond Seal from Syracuse. 1919. I know that this camera won't give perspective of how high we are, but this is, we're up there. So this one says, one of the grandest sights ever beheld. Standing here 175 years ago, Santa Fe Trail travelers looked out over a sea of grass. About 3 miles to the south, a line of timber marked the Arkansas River, which meandered across the prairie. So, pretty cool. Here's a different angle of the Pawnee Rock statue with a big buffalo, and then a frontiersman with his musket. We'll walk around this way and see what's on this side. Looks like we got a woman and her baby standing on the homestead. There we go. That one we can't see because of the sun, but I get a close-up of the Indian. It's tough, that angle with the sun. I'm glad I came back with the better weather conditions to get the pictures, because I played a couple of the clips from when I was here 2 days ago and you couldn't hear anything that I was saying, so trying to edit out all the wind noise was going to make it not great. So I'm glad I came back. But anyway, I'm going to hop out. I'm going to take some pictures with my camera with the truck in the background of Pawnee Rock, and I think I'm going to close this video out. So until the next adventure, keep it real.